Thank you for watching Dro TV. Welcome back to the CannaBiz show. Our guest today is Mike Wiseman, CEO of Hemp Wizard Beard Care Company. Mike, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Mike. It's a pleasure to be on here with you today.
Yes, we've been conversing on Instagram. Hopefully we'll be together at one of your events soon. And I'm the complete opposite of your demographic, but nonetheless, I shave and I shave a lot. So maybe there is something that your products can do for me. But let's first start, Mike, with tell us about Hemp Wizard Beard Care Company, your role there, and how this all got started.
Okay, I'm one of the two owners of Hemp Wizard Beard Care Co. We are beard care, and we also, a lot of people forget, because I'm a walking spokesman for the company with this, and I'm sure you've seen this on Instagram. I dress as the Hemp Wizard.
Sure.
People often forget we have body lotions as well, so you do have a need for our products because you have skin.
Yes.
Our products all contain hemp seed oil and cannabis-derived terpenes. We use the Blue Dream strain specifically. The reason we use that one, some of the properties of it, one, it's great for your skin and for the beard, but it also possesses a natural anti-itch and a natural antifungal properties to it. So it's a really great product. The main purpose of beard oils themselves is to cut down on the itch, because any facial hair, even just a stubble, pulls out the natural oils from your skin. A beard oil replaces those oils. In our case, it replaces it with oils that are better for your skin than the natural ones that are lost through it.
Okay. Now, if you're a co-owner, a partner?
Yes.
Is this something you started with your partner?
Yes. Man, a good friend of mine, we were actually starting a hemp plastics business, and we had all the engineering done for all the bottles and everything. We had the step files done. Then it got to the point where it was for the mold. It was $250,000 per mold, and we had several different designs. Wow. And we just didn't know if we wanted to risk that kind of money for it.
Sure.
So I switched gears. I've been making beard products for personal use for years, and I've shared them with my friends, and everybody's like, you should sell those. So we kind of got started with that.
And were those hemp derived when you first started selling those?
Yes.
They were. Okay.
Yes. I'm really big into the health of the beard. Some beard care companies, they're more for styling. We're more for the health of the beard.
Now, when did you have this, I guess we'll call it Cannabis Epiphany, that a hemp product would benefit your beard?
Well, I have 3 college degrees. One of them is in chemistry. So I really get into how things work. And a lot of companies, I noticed a lot of companies using CBD in their beard products and having this huge upcharge, charging like $50 a bottle for it. And don't get me wrong, CBD is a great product for a lot of uses. But for as far as beard and skin care, the terpenes, that portion of the plant is actually better for the skin and beard. And so I started doing a little more research into them. I got with a bunch of like medical cannabis doctors and talked it over, and they all agreed with me that yes, the terpenes is what's going to be better for the beard and skin. So we developed that formula that we have for it.
Excellent. Now, looking at your Instagram, seeing some of the people that use your product, like I said, I don't see many that look like me, but what's some of the best feedback you've received, and how do you go about, I guess, testing these products?
I tested them all personally myself, and I'm really into making sure that we put out a quality product. If it's not something that I'm going to use, I'm not going to put it out. That even goes as far as the scents. Now, the scents that we have are always subjectable. Some people may not like certain scents, but that's why we have about 17 different scents currently, and we have a few more coming out. We have everything from fruity scents to ones that are like woodsy, leather type scents. They even have one that is pine, campfire, and s'mores. That's one of the ones we do with one of the bands we work with.
Okay. That leads me to another question. How did you figure out that maybe a great way to market would be to collaborate with some of these bands? I'm assuming you're like a metalhead because it's mostly metal bands.
I am a metalhead. One of our customers was one of the drummers from a band called Walking Corpse Syndrome.
Okay.
I was actually a really big fan of theirs. So when he first got my products, I knew who he was. And I was like, oh, this is awesome.
Sure.
So then we started talking on social media. He hit me up and he loved our products and he started using them towards the beginning. Then one day he texted me and he's like, Mike, have you ever thought about doing a cedar scent? And I was like, Greg, I haven't, but I can do one. That's not a problem. As we were talking back and forth, I kind of pitched the idea of why don't we do a signature series scent for you and I'll make it that cedar scent. And it kind of snowballed from there. He reposted a post that we made on Facebook, and his brother, who's the other drummer, they have two drummers in that band, his wife seen it and she commented on it and tagged his brother. So I started talking to him. We did one with him as well. So then one of our other customers, the guitarist from a band called Cropsy Maniac, they do all their music is like based off of old horror films.
Okay.
That's what they're really into. And Aaron from Cropsy Maniac was a customer, and I was talking to him one day, and I was like, we should do a scent with you. I was like, I have an idea. Let's make it cranberry, bourbon, oak, and hints of vanilla, like a bourbon barrel. And he started telling me, he's like, I just watched a movie called Blood Rage, where the killer in that movie always, when he kills somebody, he'll like look at the blood and he'll like sniff it or lick it and be like, that's not cranberry sauce. So it like perfectly worked out for that. Then the one that I touched on, I got linked up with a podcast, a metal podcast called Licking County Metalheads,
Okay.
which is from the county north of where I'm from originally in Ohio. The host of it actually went to the same high school I went to.
Okay.
And from there, we started meeting some other bands. One of them from my hometown of Zanesville, Ohio, called Black Sasquatch. A lot of their songs are Bigfoot themed. So
Okay.
that's how I came up with, I was like, what am I going to do? Make it smell like a Bigfoot. That's how I came up with the pine, campfire, and s'mores. Like somebody's out, looking for a Bigfoot and, they're out in the woods doing that. They stop for the night, light up a campfire and make some s'mores or something. So there's always something behind all of our scents. Like our newest one with a band called So High, they have a song called Bucknut. They're from Ohio as well. And that song is like an Ohio anthem. It's all about the state of Ohio and like Ohio State University, which is where I went to college at.
Okay.
And of course, the Buckeye candies, Ohio's known for those. So I made it, send it as like a Buckeye candy. We just released that one on Thursday of this week. And it's a really good scent. Another band called Fester. Actually, I have that one right in front of me. It's a cologne type scent.
Okay.
They have a new album out called Apocalypse. I designed the album cover for them. I don't have the date for the exact release yet, but I'm super excited because I've never designed an album cover before. And all this stuff to me is like so surreal because here I am, I'm working with all these guys and I'm like a kid in a candy store with it because
Sure.
I generally like all their music and I'm also doing something that I love with it as well.
Right. Right. Well, it's great. I can tell you're certainly passionate about this. Since you collaborate with these bands and, since you collaborate with these bands to come out with unique names for these products, what other strategies do you have for marketing and advertising? I know you guys do a lot of like festivals and pop-ups, markets like that.
When we do the festivals and markets and things, I'm dressed as the Hemp Wizard. So that does 90% of the work for me because people see it and they're like, we got to find out what's going on with this guy. So it draws more people in. Sure. And then when I tell them our story, how we work with bands and different podcasts and stuff, they get really interested in it because it is kind of an interesting story. And then when they smell the scents, they're like, oh wow. So, but we also do a lot of things like I go to a lot of beard competitions. We host some.
Okay.
Beard competitions are always for charity. After college, I went into the United States Marine Corps, so I work a lot with veterans charities. There's a local one here called Do You Give a Ruck? I'm actually putting out scent with them. I should have it shortly after the first of the year, where at our live events, 100% of the profits is going to go to the charity.
Wow.
I am going to pay for the products out of that as well, but all the profit is going to, for that particular scent, is going to go to the charity. Because it's very important to me to work with some of these charities, especially veterans organizations, animal organizations, and anything with abused children. We're always going to do what we can to help out with them.
That's great. What was the name of that strain again? For the veterans?
No, the veterans charity. It's called Do You Give a Ruck?
Okay.
It's out of the Treasure Coast here on Florida. We also there's a beard club up your way in Orlando. They're part of a nationwide beard club, but they have an Orlando chapter, and they work with a veterans charity called IGY6 that is up your way, and we go to a lot of those events and donate products for raffles and things to help out that charity as well.
Now, you're one of the first companies that at least I've come across, seen in my news feed, that is in the cannabis space that is your particular niche, beards. How does your product compare to, the, I guess, over-the-counter, typical found in a Walgreens type of beard product? I would imagine those are filled with all kinds of chemicals.
They are. There's a lot of great companies out there. I'm never going to say anything bad about another company. But the ones that you find in like a Walgreens or a Walmart or Amazon, if you look closely, they try to hide that a lot of those are made in China, and they'll say like made in the, PRC, which is the People's Republic of China.
Yeah.
Not all of them on Amazon are that way, but most of them are. That's always something to steer clear of. They just use a lot of filler stuff that does nothing. What sets us apart from the rest is the hemp seed oil that we use. I use an unrefined hemp seed oil. There are other companies that use hemp seed oil, but most of them use refined. And when it goes through that process, it takes out a lot of the vitamins and minerals from it. Reason people use the refined is because the unrefined has a stronger hemp smell and it's harder to scent. But I'm not going to shy away from that. I'm more about the health of the beard, and we've never had a complaint about the scents of our products. We have reviews all over YouTube, and I refuse to deal with any of them that want you to pay them to do a review.
Sure.
There are honest reviewers out there, and we just had one that posted this past weekend, and he's a very honest guy about all of it. You can, if you look at his channel, he'll rip apart a lot of products, but he did give ours praise. This is the second time he did a review on our products. The first time he called our cleansing conditioner, he said it was probably the best beard wash that you'll ever find.
Great. Well, we're starting to do more reviews here on the channel. So if you think there's a product that might, I just shaved right before this interview, Mike. So I'm nice and ready to go. But if you'd like to send us something that you think would work for this dome here, certainly send it along.
Absolutely. Well, there's a lot more uses for beard oil than just for the beard. It's actually great for your skin. Women could actually use it as a face oil or like a hand oil. There's a ton of uses for it. And like I said, people always forget we have premium body lotions,
right?
Which everybody has skin. So,
right.
We recently just rebranded our labels. I can show you an example real quick. This was what our labels were looking like.
Okay.
I haven't got to all of them yet, but this is now on our core products. Each one has a slightly different label, but that's kind of the gist of it. But that's the difference in our current branding right now.
Now, we were talking before about some new products that you're working on. Anything that you can tease us with, or?
I can tease you. I alluded just a little bit ago to the Beard Club in Orlando, that chapter of it. I'm working on the scent with them.
Great.
I'm not going to give out the name or anything of it yet. I'll go ahead and give you the profile of it, though. Since they're from Orlando in Florida, Florida's known for oranges. Orlando's known for theme parks. You know, you live there.
Sure.
So I'm going to do an orange glazed funnel cake, because you always find funnel cakes at like theme parks and fairs and stuff, and then the orange because of Florida.
I like it. Great. Now, is that something at the next event that they have in Orlando you're going to premiere, or?
Most likely, I'm going to meet with the captain of that chapter in early January. I was just talking to him yesterday. We're working on a final label design. It's looking, it's a really good label. Like, we have the volume amount on the bottles. So for this one, since it is a Florida thing, I put an outline of the shape of Florida with the 1 ounce for the bottle on the inside of that, and part of their chapter logo, and it's got like some Orlando scenery in the background. It's pretty cool, really.
Excellent. How long has Hemp Wizard been in business?
We launched the website in March of 2021.
Okay.
So we're relatively new. We're coming up on 2 years. And we're working on finalizing that event at the hemp farm for our 1-year anniversary as well. Part of what we're going to do, we're working on getting a band to come out there. We love to do beard competitions. Sure. Aside from that, we want to do like an adult field day, because there's a lot of space out there at the farm, and people can tour the hemp farm and see like the greenhouse and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. Definitely. I think March is wide open right now. So let's, do you know the date when the event's going to be?
We're working with the hemp farm right now. We're trying to get a date that's going to work for them and for us.
Okay.
I'm wanting to do it in the middle of March, right around the time of our 1-year anniversary.
Awesome. Well, everybody watching, make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you're following the Hemp Wizard on Instagram. And you can always follow Dro TV as well, because we'll be sharing this event, hopefully attending this event as well. It sounds like a great time. So you've been in business about 1.5 years, Mike. What are some of the biggest struggles you've had to deal with, either from a manufacturing supply chain standpoint, online, social media?
The biggest problem we've had so far on social media, on Facebook, that was our biggest social media outlet. And about 1.5 months ago, Facebook took down our page. We were approaching 10,000 followers on Facebook, and I've restarted it, but I just haven't had it within me to go through that whole process of rebuilding. It was kind of disheartening.
Sure.
But we're doing really well even without that. Now, we're on pace right now, excuse me, for this month to have record sales for this month. So I'm really excited about that. Yesterday, we actually had our record day. The amount of sales that came in yesterday, it was ridiculous. It actually eclipsed some of our slower months that we had just in one day.
That's great. Do you know what caused that big spike in sales?
A couple of different things. We just released the Bucknut with the band So High, so they've been promoting it as I've been promoting them.
Nice.
We just had a review this weekend.
Okay.
On YouTube, and I know some of them were from that because of a discount code that was used for it. And also, we did one with a radio program called the Hard Rock and Sports Show. They also have another program called the Sunday Audible, and we did this scent with them, and some of the sales were that one specifically, and so I'm assuming it came from them.
Well, when and if you're ready to have a product for bald guys, I'll be your first endorser. Okay.
Awesome. Well, I'm assuming you shave your head regularly,
3 times a week.
3 times a week. Get with me later off the air. I'll get you some beard oil out. You can actually, it won't take very much, just a little bit on your fingertips, and rub it over your head after you shave.
Excellent. Mike, what is your best-selling product right now?
Our best-selling product overall of all time is Blueberry Haze. It's a blueberry cookie scent.
Okay.
Right behind that is Maui Wowie. Those two can change at any day because they're right neck and neck. But those also were our original scents at launch as well, so they have unfair time. Our more recent bestsellers, Slasher, the one with the horror theme band, the cranberry bourbon with oak and vanilla, and Believe, the one with Black Sasquatch. That, if I had to pick one that was my personal favorite scent, would probably be that one.
Excellent.
I'm actually wearing one of their hats today.
Hey, awesome. All right. Sweet.
But have you ever seen our YouTube channel?
I actually have not been to your YouTube channel.
I'm really bad about uploading on a regular basis on it, but Joe does more of these than I do, my business partner.
Okay.
He does a lot of strain reviews on it. I sit in on a lot of them with him. We also just upload a lot of dumb videos or promo videos that we make. Some of them are pretty funny sometimes, but we just have fun with it.
Awesome. Well, I'll make sure we link to the YouTube channel as well. One thing I like to ask all of our guests, Mike, because this is the CannaBiz show, we're in the cannabis industry, baby. What has cannabis done for you in your life, Mike?
This one, we will run out of time, but I'll try to keep it short. Obviously, cannabis helps with a lot of things, and for different people, always like sleep, pain. But for me, creativity.
Okay.
It definitely sparks that creativeness in me. It's how I come up with all the label designs, all the different scent profiles. It really helps. Like I said, I was sitting there and I was stuck. Like, how am I going to come up with a Bigfoot themed scent? And I'm like, then it hit me like the pine campfire and s'mores.
Right.
And it worked. It's a really great scent. And just all the different things we do, like, you can see, like, I don't know how well it's coming across, but our labels are for we're going the wrong way here.
There you go. Yeah.
For the sports, hard rock and sports show theme, I made it like a football field in the background, and got their logo, put, hard to see, but put our name in the end zone, like you would see the end zone writing. And it just really, the creative spark that it gives me to come up with some of these ideas to do these things. I create 95% of all of our designs that we do. Noctis, one of the drummers from Walking Corpse Syndrome, he has a background in graphic design. When I was redesigning the new labels, he was a big help with that. I used the same image in the background, but he took it and he actually laid it out a lot better than what I had it. He helped me out with getting like the ingredients list in this format on the back, and just helped me lay it out a little bit different. Use the same image I had, but he really was great in helping me out with that, and I do appreciate that out of him.
Matt's his name?
Noctis.
Okay.
Noctis. His real name is Sean, but he goes by Noctis in the band. Him and his brother, the two drummers, they go by Mr. Grimm and Noctis. But it's Greg and Sean Frazier is their names.
Great. Well, shout outs to Noctis for coming through and helping out. That's excellent. Mike, thanks so much for coming on the show and giving us some insight into the Hemp Wizard Beard Care Company. Please let everybody know the best place that they can find more of the Hemp Wizard.
Our website is hempwizard.net. We always have a standing code of 20% off. The code is 20OFF, 20OFF. If you follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or any of the other things, we're sometimes posting different codes. Hempwizard.net, you can find us there. That's our website. Code 20OFF, 20OFF is always good. You can check us out on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I self-admittedly, I post more from my personal Facebook page now than I do the business one on that platform, just since it got taken down, and I'm in the process of rebuilding that one. So, and I have a bigger following on my personal page, so I posted a lot there.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's something us in this community, a lot of us have been dealing with, the shadow banning, the outright deletion of accounts. So I guess we'll persevere until either it's legal and big tech stops messing with us, or something else, something better comes along.
They ain't going to stop us, man. They ain't going to stop us.
Nope. We're only getting bigger day by day. So, Mike, great guest. Love the company. If you enjoyed content like this, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to Dro TV so that you don't miss more great interviews with Mike and the Hemp Wizard Beard Care Company. Thanks again, Mike, for coming on the show today. That's it, everybody. More great episodes on the way. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you next time.